The Office of the Ombudsman today said the government should step up measures to tackle abuse of public housing resources. Musin reports.
Abuse of public housing is an issue which the government aims to resolve. To do so, authorities have implemented measures such as the Well of Tenants policies and the Report Public Housing Abuse Award. Speaking to the media about its investigation into the government's work in tackling the issue, the Office of the Ombudsman said authorities should act more proactively to combat the problem. According to the office, the Housing Department's prosecution rate in relation to public housing abuse was 4.2% in 2024, the highest in the past 7 years. The office said some tenancy abuse cases show negligence on the part of estate management office staff. In April 2020, a tenant did not provide information about his wife when he submitted the income and assets declaration. The man later said his wife had left the unit since 2019. An investigation by the housing authority showed the wife owned properties in Hong Kong, but the woman had never declared her income from the properties. A notice to quit was sent to the tenant in February 2021. The man did not return the unit until November that year. The Office of the Ombudsman made 31 major recommendations to the Housing Authority and the Housing Society. They were asked to remind estate management's office staff to scrutinize the declaration forms submitted by tenants, to establish channels with mainland and Macau authorities for information about tenants' property ownership, as well as a heavier punishment for tenants in non-law breaching abuse cases. Meanwhile, the Ombudsman said authorities could incentivize relevant staff members to identify tenancy abusers.
We reckon the staff in the estate, they have the first-hand information. They should be the best persons to identify units that have been laid vacant for a long time, or non-tenants coming in or out. But the content or the details of such scheme, I leave it to the Housing Authority and Housing Society to consider.
The Ombudsman Office also said their recommendations, if accepted by the government, can help reduce the waiting time for public housing units. Musin, TVB News.